So for our upper bodice, we'll start by manipulating the darts. Here is my front bodice and here is my back bodice. So let me first of all keep the back bodice aside and work with the front bodice. So to manipulate this dart, we'll be closing the waist dart and the bust dart. Okay, so before we do that, we have to slash open from this point. So we'll be slashing from here to here, okay, from the center front to the bust point. Let's do that now. Okay, once that is done, we'll be able to close both bust and waist darts. Can you see? I've closed the waist darts, so I'll be using my tape to tape it down. Next, I'll be closing the bust darts. Okay, can you see? It's very easy. So we are done manipulating the darts. Okay, so let me still tape this down before we continue. So we've successfully manipulated the darts. Can you see the shape this is taking? So now what we'll do next, we'll keep a pattern paper under this. Okay, just use your tape to make it stay put. So now it's in place. I've used my tape to put it in place. So what I'll do next, I'll be imputing a line from this point now, a straight line, a very straight line that runs from here to the neckline. Okay, it should be parallel to this neckline. Okay, and now we'll be tracing this line to meet with the mid shoulder. Okay, you can actually measure your mid shoulder to be more accurate. Okay, so let's try and trace out the mid shoulder. There is it. Okay, so you will take that line like this. Can you see? I hope you can see the line clearly. Let me just re-emphasize the line. I have re-emphasized the line and I've also made it more straight. This was a little bent. Let me say it was a little slanted, so it has to be straight. Can you see the re-emphasis? Okay, and these two I have re-emphasized. Okay, so we are working with this and this. All right, having done that, what we will do next will be extending the shoulder out by 2 inches. We can do 1.5 as desired, or I want to make it 2. Okay, extending it out by 2 inches. And also note, we'll be coming down, we'll be extending this armhole point out too by 2 inches. Okay, by 1.5 inches. Let's do this 1.5. Okay, come out here 1.5 inches. It's not rigid, you can make it 2 if you so desire, and then we'll come down again from here by another 1.5. okay, using my curve to connect this so we can get a new armhole here. Okay, so this is our new armhole that we'll be working with. Okay, so okay, that's it. That's clear. Now this is the back. Let's also bring in the back and manipulate the back. For the back, we don't have much to do. The only thing we have to do here at the back is to ensure that this shoulder aligns with this shoulder and this armhole aligns with this armhole. So we'll be extending the back out here by 2 inches and then here down by 2 inches, by 1.5 inches, and out 1.5. So before we do that on the back, let's just align here. Remember, this is our new armhole, so we just make it to meet with these points like this. Okay, and then you just try to trace out everything. You can use your tracing wheel, but to be fast I'll just do this. So we continue. Okay, so we have gotten our front bodice. So we'll now be taking off this. Mind you, we have manipulated all the darts, so the dress will not be having any darts. So let's cut out the front before we move to the back. So here my front pattern is ready. Can you see? So now let's align it with the back. So now to manipulate the back, first of all I'll take note of what I did for the front shoulder. So you first of all trace the mid shoulder. Okay, we have our mid shoulder here. So on this point, okay, let's place it well. Okay, on this point you form a new shoulder line. Okay, so now from here you come out by 2 inches, just like we did for the front. So 2 inches will bring us here. Let me just try to keep the pattern in place. Okay, so it doesn't shift. You can do that with your tape also. So this is your new shoulder for the back. So new shoulder for the back. Then for the neckline at the back, you come down a little by 1.5 inches and connect to this point. Okay, I hope it is clear enough. So we just shift it a little away and then connect it with our curve. You can actually do this with free hand if you don't have a curve handy. In fact, let me just do it with free hand. Even if I have a curve handy, before I cut it out, I'll blend it out with my curve. Okay, so for now I'm doing it with my free hand. Okay, place it back again. So we continue. On this point we are coming out by 1.5 inches. Oh, the paper is not enough, so I'll be attaching another paper so I will get it right. Okay, so we are coming out from this point by 1.5 inches. 1.5 will take me here, so I will just use my curve and create my new. Okay, I'm also coming down by 1.5 inches, lest I forget that. Come down by 1.5. So this is where I'll be joining. I hope it is clear enough. So here, so here. Now I'll bring this to meet with the bodice. Okay, I'll trace the bodice all around. Okay, also note that there is a dart here. You can decide to use the dart at the back. You can decide to close it. I'll show you how to close it, because for me, I'll be closing my darts. I will not be using it. So to close this dart, to manipulate this dart is carrying 1.5 inches. So the only thing you can do is just to shift in here by 1.5 inches. It's as simple as that. So the dart has been carefully manipulated. So for now there is no dart at the back. Okay, so we can now take it off and cut out. Look at what we are having. I hope it's clear. Let me re-emphasize the line so that you see clearly before I cut out. So like we mentioned earlier, we've manipulated this dart by moving inwards by 1.5 inches. So I hope that is clear and taken. Now let's cut out. So now we have our front and back blocks ready. What we will do next is to transfer these patterns to our fabric.